Across the previous season, you examined your financial structure carefully. You measured income concentration. You calculated liquidity. You reviewed fixed commitments. So the question now becomes something deeper. If the numbers are visible, why do many intelligent, disciplined professionals remain financially exposed for years? Today we explore that question. Because the answer is rarely about intelligence. It is about psychology. Most professionals do not ignore financial structure deliberately. They delay it. They assume stability will continue. They assume income will rise gradually. They assume nothing significant will interrupt the system they have built. And to be fair, most of the time, nothing dramatic does happen. Life continues. Income arrives. Commitments are paid. The structure appears stable. But small risks often compound quietly beneath the surface. And this is where psychology becomes important. Because certain behavioral patterns can maintain structural exposure for much longer than people realize. Let us examine 3 of them. The first is normalization. When a financial structure functions, even if it is tight, it gradually begins to feel acceptable. You adapt to pressure. You adjust to thin margins. You tell yourself the situation is temporary. Perhaps you plan to strengthen your reserves later. Perhaps you assume the next promotion will improve things. But over time, temporary quietly becomes normal. The pressure remains, and the structure never strengthens. The second pattern is optimism bias. Most individuals believe disruption is unlikely in their specific case. Redundancy happens to other people. Industry decline affects other sectors. Economic shocks appear distant. Optimism is not inherently a problem. In many areas of life, it is useful. But when optimism replaces measurement, structural reinforcement can be delayed. The third pattern is lifestyle anchoring. Once a standard of living rises, it becomes psychologically difficult to reduce it. Even slightly. Housing size. Vehicle tier. School choices. Subscription bundles. These things slowly become identity markers. Reducing them may feel like moving backwards, even if doing so would increase flexibility and resilience. Now pause for a moment. Have you ever delayed strengthening your buffer because you assumed next quarter would be better? Have you ever increased commitments assuming income would continue rising? Have you ever avoided calculating your exposure because the answer might feel uncomfortable? These are not personal failures. They are very common human tendencies. Behavioral research shows that people often prioritize immediate comfort over future stability when the trade-off feels distant. 3 months of liquidity feels abstract. A home upgrade feels immediate. A stronger financial buffer is invisible. A new purchase is visible. So reinforcement gets postponed, and structural stagnation can persist quietly for years. Not because people lack discipline, but because urgency feels low, and comfort is present. Now consider one gentle question. If nothing disrupted your income for the next 3 years, would you still strengthen your structure deliberately? Or would reinforcement only occur after stress appears? That distinction matters. Season 2 is not about blame. It is about understanding behavioral friction. Because recognizing these patterns is often the first step toward designing a stronger structure. In the next episode, we will examine something even subtler. Why financial anxiety can exist even when income appears strong. Until then, notice where delay replaces design.